Hi, this is Vicki from Learning Home Volunteers, and welcome back to our fairy tale learning session. This week we're going to be reading Jack and the Beanstalk. Well, Jack was asked by his mom to sell the cow for food at the market, and he returns not with the money, not with the food, but he brings back 3 beans. 3! And you can't even eat them. Well, I don't see how this story is going to end well. Well, before we get to that, we have another shoe activity. We couldn't resist having the opportunity to learn to tie your shoes. I learned to tie my shoes with a laces board like what our volunteers have made for you. The shoe is already laced and it's ready for your child to actually tie their shoes. Most children will learn to tie their shoes around 4 or 5 years old. Nowadays, though, with the Velcro tie shoes, this average has gone up. That doesn't mean that they can't learn to put the laces in. So if your child is very young, I would work on just using the shoe board as a lacing board. Put the laces running up and down through the holes. For the child that's actually ready to work on teaching how to tie their own shoe, the easiest method to learn is the bunny ear method. So let's listen and watch on how you do that.
Hey guys, I am going to show you how to tie your shoes using the bunny ear method. First, you want to grab both laces and make an X. The back lace goes around the front lace and pull it tight. Next, you want to make 2 bunny ears. Some tips I like to tell people are you want to grab nice and low, close to the knot, and leave 2 tails, because bunnies have tails. Next, you want to make an X with the bunny ears. The hardest part about this step is pinching it with one hand right where it crosses, so you can hold it with one hand, and the other hand will now bring the back bunny ear around the front and pull it tight. That's all there is to it.
Well, that seems simple enough.
Hey guys,
Let's take a look at the other method.
I am going.
So here is the second method. Let's listen and watch.
So today we're going to practice tying our shoelaces. What I want you to do first is take your shoe off and place it in front of you like this. So it's like as if you're putting it on your foot, but we're going to practice it first so you know the steps before you put the shoe on. So first thing I want you to do is open out your laces so one is on either side. You're going to come in underneath your laces and you're going to pinch it with your thumb on the top, nice and close to the shoe. So not down here at the end, nice and close to the shoe. Once you're pinching there, what I want you to do is pull out so your laces are nice and tight. So you pinch it and you pull out. That's our first step. Our next step is to cross the laces across each other to make an X. See the X in the front? Now I'm going to pinch that X right between the 2 laces with one hand. And then I'm going to get the lace that's at the front, pass it underneath our X and grab it on the other side. Now you can let go of your pinch, grab the other lace and pull out. Excellent! You've done the next step. So if you haven't mastered this step, I want you to keep practicing it until you get it, and then you can move on to our next step. So our next step is we're going to lift the lace with one hand, push the lace in the middle with the other hand, and then pinch. So I'm going to show you that again to make your bunny ear. We're going to lift with one hand, push not at the end, in the middle, and then pinch. Now you have one of your bunny ears. Next, what I want you to do is get your other lace and wrap it around the bunny ear on top of your fingers and let it go. Now I want you to find this hole that's here beside this bunny ear. You're going to get the top of your lace and push it through so it's starting to peep out. This hand that's free is going to hold this bunny ear, and your other hand is going to hold this bunny ear. When I say go, we pull it out. Oh, well done. You have just tied your laces. So today we're going to practice.
Well, we hope that they'll get a chance to actually learn how to do their laces. Next activity is activity number 8, count and climb. Well, by this time you found that have grown huge beanstalk, which goes up and up into the clouds, and that Jack has used that beanstalk to climb into the clouds and into the giant's castle. Now, we have made a beanstalk with a paper towel roll, and in your box you're going to find sticks and leaves. You can practice writing your print numbers on the leaves and then glue them to each stick. You want to match the right print number to the slot on the bean pole that has the correct number of dots. The stick with the number 2 would match the hole with 2 dots, and then you can make your beanstalk. This will sequence the sticks in number order from 1 to 10. How fun is that? Well, activity number 9, we're going to actually grow our own beanstalk. And in your box, you will find a clear cup, cotton balls, and some beans. You want to wet the cotton balls and place them in the cup. The cotton balls should be wet but not dripping, and there should be no water pooling in the cup itself. Next, you want to take your dried beans and wedge them between the cotton balls and the side of the cup. Put one bean in and then turn the cup and then put another. Every day, put just a couple of drops of water on the cotton balls and watch. In a few days, it should look like this. In a week or more time, it'll look like this. How cool is that? And when it starts getting leaves like this one, it's actually ready to be put in the dirt. And you can just take your stalks, put them in a pot or even in the ground, and continue watering them, and you'll have beanstalks. How nice! Well, this is activity number 9, and in your box you're going to find some fake leaves and a piece of butcher paper. Using the painter's tape you got, tape down the paper to the table. On the fake leaves, you want to put a little loop of tape on the back of the leaves like I see here, and then scatter them around the butcher paper and press them down like this. We want to actually paint over and around the leaves like this. And then you can take the leaves off and check out what happens. You get kind of an outline of where the leaves actually work. Well, that's it for this learning session. Our next learning session is color.